Welcome to day 24 of the 28-day photo challenge. Today we are doing artificial lighting. Now this is a very cool concept because you can use essentially anything for this, and with the phone that's in your pocket, probably having a screen that's bright enough, you can use that as a colored light ready to go to add accent to any photo.
For this example, I'm going to be using my fake car because that right there is my E36, so I can't exactly have fun. So I'm building a fake car so I can have fun inside. Now this is completely out of the scope of this video, but the whole reason it's this long is because it just comes with these tiny little metal things, and because this is from China, we are not the same height. But I figured with it sitting so far away right now, that gives me the opportunity to have a light right here, and then I just have a video going on TV as accent lighting. And now at the camera here, you can focus in on the wheel. Okay, so we are a 30th of a second, so we can just take a test shot here. Now, one of the biggest things that you want to look into for artificial lighting is you obviously don't want to have natural lighting because you want to create your own light source. So that way you control how everything works. Now, a great starting point for this is obviously using a TV or even a computer monitor if you wanted to have something sitting in front of it, which I actually demonstrated in an older video when I was making like a little short cinematic edit using the camera of my phone. And then I just had stuff stacked up so I could have it sitting in front of the TV, using the TV as a moving backdrop of artificial lighting. And then I had my two sources of light coming from each angle. So that way it would eliminate shadows, which here you can see there's a lot of shadows. So right now I'm adjusting the angle of the light, and that's determining how bright it is, because the more the light is up, the more light is actually hitting the subject. So if I just bring it down, I'm actually muting out tons of the light, so that way it can match the other light that I have over here. Let's just try another shot from this side. Try and keep more of the TV in the shot. Now we can take this shot here. You can see that we've reduced some of the shadows by adding a second light, and still it's the exact same situation. We're just introducing more and more artificial light. So by not using any kind of natural light sources, we're in control of how all of the lighting will work. So now let's bring the camera right down in the seat here, so that way we can center the wheel. Now I'm going to leave the lighting where it is because they're both roughly a 45-degree angle going right down at the wheel. But I'm trying to get a lower angle with the camera so I can get the TV to kind of go halfway through the frame. So that way it's just going to be the accent piece of the wheel, the active artificial lighting in the background, 245 degrees on each side, and then pretty much nothing on the bottom, just negative space all in bokeh, so you can't really see what's going on. Hopefully you got a pretty good example of using artificial lighting, because you're creating the lighting of the entire scene that you're shooting. It means that you control the angle, the brightness, the shadows, whether you're using hard or soft light to create a really hard aggressive shadow like this one is, or a really soft shadow like this one is, because there's multiple points shining in different directions. Because the shadow of the chair and the camera on the floor right here have a really harsh outline, but over there, it's kind of blended out a little bit. So we have two different types of shadows, two light sources, both at about a 45-degree angle to the wheel, which is the main subject that I was shooting. Then I have an active backlight in the background, so that way it's constantly changing and just giving different kind of environments. So hopefully you found something useful here. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, or don't do any of it. I'm not telling you what to do.